everyone, and welcome to week 5. Now, before I introduce where I am this week and tell you where I was last week, I want to show you someone very special. So this is Max. Oh, he's not too happy to be here right now. He wants to be off chasing things. So Max, say, hey everyone, I'm Max. I'm happy to be in the video this week. Okay, he's not really too happy to be here. But I wanted to show you my dog so you could know a little bit about me and what I love and the things that I love to spend my time doing at home. So I like to spend my time with my dog and walking him. And okay, I think he wants to go now. So all right, off you go. Good dog. He's now up on the lounge. So here we are in week 5. We're about to enter week 5. We've just finished week 4. It's been so exciting to spend a whole month together as a class family, and I've loved every single moment. My location last week, for those people who had a guess, was Uluru. So well done if you guessed Uluru. Thank you to everybody who wrote the facts down below, because I actually learned a lot of things by reading them, and I really enjoyed reading them all together and learning some more things about that part of Australia. So it was fantastic. Now, this week's location is actually a bit of a special request. So thanks to Annabella, who came up to me and asked could I go somewhere that she is particularly passionate about. And I thought it was a great place because I also have been to this location before, and I think it's just an exquisite part of the world. So if you have a look around, some of the things that you need to know about this place: there are no roads, there are no cars. You can walk around because there are some paths and some bridges to go over the water, but the way that people get around are by the boats, and these things that you can see right here, they're called gondolas. And they're taken around the water by people called gondoliers. They row the gondolas around this very, very beautiful city. Now, I wanted to show you some things that I learnt while I was in this area. So first of all, that's a picture of a hotel. So you can't get to the hotels by car. You have to take a boat, and they drop you off at the front from your boat. So it's a very different way to exist. Here's a picture of a gondolier driving their gondola, and as I told you before, you can get around by footbridge, so the gondoliers actually have to duck down to get under the bridge, which I thought was really cool. It's amazing balance to be able to stand on the gondola, duck down, and row it forward all at the same time. So you have to be pretty talented to be a gondolier. And lastly, here is a photo that I took while I was in the gondola, because I just thought it was a really cool view while we were going around this city. So if you think you might know where I am, comment below like we usually do, and just like last week, see if you can add some facts that you might be able to research on Google, or maybe you already know. So I look forward to hearing from you. Now, this afternoon was a great success. The kindness challenge went so well. Every single person did wonderful things for their target, and by this afternoon we were all feeling so loved and so cared for. And it was just a really wonderful time. So thank you for getting involved. Thank you for being such a kind class family. And we actually had someone ask, well, a couple of children asked, can we continue it on? So I've given you a new target for this week. It's no longer homework, but it's just a kind thing. If you want to get involved, think about the new person that I showed you with your new target and see if you can do some kind things for them coming up this week. Now, this week's homework challenge is one that I've been waiting for, and I know you've been waiting for as well. It is actually melting moments. Now, as you know, we're doing melting moments as part of science, and what I'd like you to do this week is melt things. So this is your science experiment week. I want you to get things like chocolate, maybe butter, maybe candles. Think about things that you have at home that you could melt, and I want you to melt them in safe ways. Once you've melted them, you'll see that in your folder this week, there was actually a sheet called Run, Run, Runny. And it had a spot, a column for you to write what you melted, and then a little section for you to write some observations about what happened, why it melted, how you melted it. And so fill that out. Then on Friday next week, when we all bring them in, we will learn from each other. We will find what everybody melted. We will find out what happened when they tried to melt those objects. And then we will have a discussion about that experiment. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you melt. But like I said just before, stay safe. So if you're going to go outside and melt things in the sun, make sure you tell Mum and Dad where you're going first. If you'd like to use the stove or the microwave or the oven, make sure you have an adult with you to do those things. But Apart from that, I can't wait to see what you melt. I know that I'd be so excited to melt chocolate because I really love chocolate. But yeah, you see what you'd like to melt. Now, the other thing that I put into your folders this week, came home on Thursday, was the Family History of Liverpool survey. That is actually due back either sometime next week or the week after. So you have a little bit of time to gather those things together. And then on Thursday of week 6, we will have the museum. So any evidence that you send in will get stored at school very safely just for a couple of weeks, and then we'll have the class museum with the history of Liverpool. Well, this has been a long video. Max is over there sleeping on the couch. I'm going to go and upload this to the blog so you can watch it this afternoon. I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I look forward to seeing you in week 5. Let's see you soon. Oh, I'm back because I nearly forgot one thing. I forgot to say before, if you have a request for a place that you love in the world that you'd love me to broadcast my video from for another week, just come and see me during the week. Tell me the place, and I'll see if I can make that happen. So goodbye again from Miss Grinsell, and also Max, who is not very happy to be in the video once more. Come on, Max. Okay, have a good weekend.